Gotti, what is happening in California? Because they were very quick to react to this. They were very quick to lock down. They started to reopen. Why are they seeing the caseload rise there in a way that we are not seeing here in New York?
Yeah, well, I think what's happening right now is that there are a lot of people that are looking at the real possibility that California could go back into shutdown because of some of those indicators that you were just talking about. The main indicator that we're focusing on today is hospitalizations. Tests are on the rise here in California, but hospitalizations are also on the rise. In fact, they're up about 32%. That's what we're seeing here at Huntington Hospital in Pasadena as well. They're seeing an influx of patients. The only real difference that they're seeing is instead of a lot of elderly patients, they say that they are seeing a lot more young people. Young people getting COVID-19 here in California is over-indexing for their size of the population. Right now, 18 to 49-year-olds, they only make up about 43% of the population, and they are testing positive at about 56%. So in terms of hospitalizations, 32% increase, and that means that a lot of those young people are ending up in hospitals like this on ventilators, staying here for quite some time. We were talking to a doctor a little while ago. They said that they had a 29-year-old that was in the hospital for weeks. And when they're trying to predict the future, they say that they have to look at the past. They have to look at where we were about 2 weeks ago. 14 days is the incubation period for the coronavirus. And 2 weeks ago, we were seeing massive civil unrest. We were seeing large protests. We were also seeing the relaxation of a lot of the restrictions. So there was this perfect storm of people thinking that maybe this coronavirus wasn't as bad and COVID-19 wasn't as much of a threat. So there could be a relaxing of those regulations that led to people thinking that the all clear was here. That is clearly not the case. Doctors here are bracing for another surge of patients. They say what we're seeing right now is just the beginning. That could only get worse from here. Guys, back to you.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.